Sometimes I love being in Arizona, and sometimes I don't. There's good things about being here, and there's some bad things about being here. So stick around, and I will tell you guys what those are. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for tuning into this video. First off, I have to say that Arizona is beautiful. If you're into the sun, if you are a big outdoors person, then Arizona will be for you. Now, I'm going to tell you my little experience of how I like it here so far. I've been here for 1 year and 3 months now. I figured that's a good enough time for me to kind of give you my opinion and my review of how I like Arizona State. Do I like it here? Do I want to stay here? Would I retire here? Could I call this my home for the rest of my life? That I do not know. But I figured I'd come and give you guys my review and just tell you guys how I like it. So, first off, I'll start with the pros, okay? Number one, it's always sunny. The sunshine is always out. It's beautiful here. Now, 3 months out of the year in Arizona State, it gets hot. And I mean hot. It gets close to 120 degrees. That is when we are in our triple digits here. Now, in those 3 months, it is miserable. I'm not going to lie. It gets too hot to even go outside. You always have to have your AC on here if you don't want to be hot. At the same time, as you all know, when you run your AC 24/7, especially here in Arizona State, when it gets to be 120 degrees, your AC bill is going to go up. So, yes, like I said, the weather's beautiful, but you have to take into consideration those 3 months. Can you bear it for those 3 months? Are you a person that you don't mind the hot heat? So that's one. Second is living in a big city like this. Everything is close. Walmart, Target, any type of shop you're looking for, everything is so close. You can either walk to it, you can ride your bike, you can take an Uber or a Lyft. There are so many Ubers and Lyfts here that even if you don't have transportation, you can get to it. Nothing is too far. So that is another great thing. That's what I love about it. Okay, 3, jobs here. There are so many jobs here, and there are so many people hiring here. The economy here is great. If you're looking for work, definitely think about Arizona State. There's a lot of jobs here. You don't have to worry about that. So many people are hiring. So that is one good thing. Okay, 4. You will never hardly see rain here. If you're a person that doesn't like rain, this state is perfect for you. It will never hardly rain here. Now, there is times that Arizona does get the monsoon seasons, and that's when it does rain a lot. Now, this year, monsoon, we've had a little bit of rain. We had it for like 1 week. It was like we had 3 days straight in a row of rain. But when it rains here, it could rain for like maybe an hour or two, and then it'll stop, and then it'll be sunny again. The rain here is not bad when it rains, and when it does rain, it feels so good, just because it's always hot here. So that's not too bad. And then for the rest of the months, the weather is great. Okay, let's move on with 5. You have no daylight savings here. You don't have to worry about moving your clock forward 1 hour, setting your clock back. Arizona does not have daylight savings. So yeah, so you don't have to worry about losing that 1 hour's sleep. No worries. Okay, 6. You have the Grand Canyon. The Grand Canyon is like literally maybe only 4 hours from here. It's a beautiful place to go see. So yeah, so those are my pros, guys. And now we're gonna move on with the cons. Now I'm gonna tell you the cons and the things that I don't like about Arizona. The first one is me coming from Washington State. I lived in Washington for 30 years, as you all know. I was used to living in the country. You know, Washington State has 4 seasons. Arizona doesn't. I swear to God, Arizona only has, summer and spring, or, yeah, that's it. They don't have 4 seasons here. So, you don't have the fall here. You don't have the beautiful autumn leaves that you see turning every year. They don't have snow here. So you won't have a white Christmas here. No rain. Yeah, it's not cold here. So that's one thing I do miss, is having the 4 seasons. I miss the fall, the winter, the spring, the summer. I miss it. I miss not having neighbors. As you guys can all see, and I'll show you guys, is I live in a city and the neighbors are so close by to each other. I mean, don't get me wrong, the community is nice. The neighborhood is really nice. The school districts are really awesome here. But it's just the neighbors are just like literally right there. They're just close. They're too close. I'm so used to the country. I miss not having neighbors. I miss having beautiful trees and that country feel. I miss that. So that's the only really downside that I don't like about Arizona here. The other thing I miss is forest. Forest. That's what I miss. I'm missing the, Mount St. Helens. I'm missing Mount Rainier. I'm missing the beautiful lands of nothing but forest. Yeah, I do miss it. Here is nothing but desert, snakes, and black widows. Oh, and you can't forget the scorpions. I ran into a few of those in my house already. Arizona is known for scorpions. Yeah, that's not fun. I actually found a scorpion in my bathroom the other day. Sucker was huge. And they're poisonous, so I gotta be careful about that. I ran into like little baby ones, so I have a guy that comes and sprays, but I don't think that's working too much. So that is one thing you do have to get used to about being here, is there's a lot of black widows, there's a lot of scorpions, there's a lot of snakes, and it's nothing but desert. That's Arizona. At least in Washington, you have more like bears and cougars and wild animals like that. Here, no. You won't find a bear here. Not in this part anyway. So, that is another thing that I don't like about Arizona here, is the insects and the bugs that they have here. Oh, Oh my gosh, and I gotta tell you guys, I swear to God, the bugs here are twice as bigger. I swear to God, at nighttime, sometimes when I walk, it's like you'll see cockroaches like walking on the sidewalk, and the suckers are like this big. They're huge. In Washington, when I ran into a cockroach, it was only like little. Here, they're twice as big. So, yeah, that's something to consider. Okay, 4. Your electricity bill goes up. The reason for that is when it gets to be 120 degrees outside, you're always running your AC constantly, non-stop, because it gets so hot even inside. And when it's close to 120 degrees, I mean, you're cooking. I mean, I can't imagine not having the AC on. There's no way. You would die of a heat stroke. So yeah, so expect your electricity bill to go up. I can honestly say my electricity bill this last month was $330. And I am not playing, and I am not joking. I just finally, just this last week, turned off my AC because we're in the 70s and 80s. Sometimes in the 80s it's still like a little bit muggy and it's a little warm, but it's bearable. It's not too bad where we can't handle it. So in the winter months, it's kind of a pro. Your electricity bill will go down. But when it gets really hot outside, in the 3 months out of the season where it's really, really hot, your electricity bill will skyrocket. So, 5. It's too hot. Yes, the winter weather here is beautiful. You're gonna love it. It's only in the 70s and 80s. It's awesome. I mean, but 3 months out of the year, guys, it's too dang hot. It's unbearable. I mean, I'm not even used to it. It's too hot. Okay, 6. And this is a big one. There is lots of wrecks here. The reason why there's so many wrecks is because people are going too fast, people are tailgating, and people are just in a rush. I swear to God, almost every day I see a wreck. Like right up here by my house, just in this last week, there was 4 wrecks. And that's because people are just driving so fast. I mean, and people are driving so close to each other. I mean, if that person was to slam on the brakes, they're going to just bash into that person. They don't give each other enough space. So, I mean, yeah, there's a lot of wrecks here. Some people here drive really crazy. So, definitely be careful with that one. Okay, 7. And this is the final one of my cons, is we have haboobs. In other words, there's dust storms here. Sometimes the dust storms can go between 30 to 60 miles per hour, depending on the storm. So yeah, but haboobs are not really too much to be concerned about. Not that I've seen so far. Besides maybe just your car's going to get dirty, or you're going to get dirty if you're out in the middle of it. You definitely don't want to be out in that dust storm, just to be on the safe side. So, Arizona does get haboobs. Okay, so guys, so that is my pros and cons to me living in Arizona. I can definitely say I've learned a lot within this year of the things that I do and don't like about this state. So if you're considering of moving to Arizona State, definitely take into consideration of everything that I've said in this video. Do some research before moving here. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to click the like button, and don't forget to subscribe to my videos. Bye guys. We'll see you guys next time.